Hi guys, welcome back to RC Shed Mark Jordan. So, for most of you who know about me and my channel, you know that I have an awful lot of hobbies, and that be from bikes to RC cars to scooters to all manner of things, and it all happens obviously in the shed behind me. But one thing with having all of these hobbies, it costs a lot of money, and I don't mean that in the sense to actually buy them. Well, it does cost money to buy them, but the flip side of having all of these hobbies is the upkeep and the maintenance and stuff of them. And by maintenance I mean batteries, charging, spare parts, this, that and the other. So I was actually working it out once. I had all of my things charging, and basically I was charging e-bikes, Lipo batteries, 4S, 5S, 6S, my scooters, all from one plug, and basically it kept blowing my fuses. So what I've done, after a lot of homework, I've actually invested in a solar panel kit. Now hopefully this is going to get me sort my problem out of the fuses blowing with all of my hobbies. So should we get into it? Should we have a look which one I decided on, why I decided on it, and in a later video I shall go through it all being fixed. So let's just go and have a look at what comes in this pack, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. So I purchased this eco-worthy setup off Amazon after reading all the good reviews and this, that and the other. This is supposed to provide me with 2 kilowatts of electricity. Now that is an awful lot. That's almost like 3 phase. Each 3 phase is 1 kilowatt. So this is basically giving me 2 3 phase power. So what I want to actually try and do is, like I said previously, is charge batteries, e-bikes, and the humming behind you can hear, that is my salt chlorine filter and heater. So I also want to try and run the swimming pool, for those of you who follow me, I've already seen my build of my swimming pool, above ground swimming pool, my chlorinator, or my salt machine, which turns into chlorine. You'll have seen all of those videos, so you will relate to actually what I'm talking about now. With this eco-worthy system, this is what I want to be able to power it all off, and fingers crossed it's going to be enough. So let's get into it, let's see what comes. First of all though, when you do buy this, they do say in the small print that it all arrives separately. Now that is true, it does all come separately, comes in different times, but don't worry about it. Don't think, oh god, is it not going to turn up? Everything that I ordered has turned up, so I'm just ready to plug and play and go. So that's why I'm doing this little review, not a review, just let you guys know exactly the setup that I've got going on for my hobby shed. Okay, let's crack on, let's see what's in the boxes, and yeah, as I said, any questions during the video, just pop them in the comments below, subscribe, like, and then hopefully I can help you set your man cave electricity up. Right, let's get on with it. So as you can see, there's quite a few boxes and packets, not including outside the 4 solar panel units that I've got. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are pretty hefty big solar panels. They're not your little tiny ones. So let's dive into these packets and see what we've got. I'm just going to do this on my phone, so I apologise about the quality, but hopefully you're going to get the gist of all of this, what we're doing. So okay, so you've seen all the packages now. Let's just delve into them. Let's start by the 2 major ones. Now this is a eco-worthy solar charge controller. So basically this is the brains of everything. So the solar power, the panels, they actually get all of the sunlight, transform it, run it along the cables into this power commander. So basically, as you can see, this is a 12 volt stroke 24 volt, but obviously because we're the UK, we're actually going to run it on 12 volt because that's what most of the stuff is that we do in the UK. So that's a power unit. So basically what that will do, you plug into your solar panels here, your two cables go to your earth and your negative from your battery, your battery bank of batteries, and then these two are actually like for a power outlet, which will be the power inverter, or you can go directly to a light. Just plug in there the positive and negative, and then you'll have your lighting source. So that's your eco-worthy control panel. Nice quality, feels really good, and from what I've read about it, it's a really good bit of kit. So moving on, next box. Okay, so this is what you actually need to convert all of that power from your solar panels and your control panel into making it able to use this with 12 volt things, or 24 volt. Is it 24 volt? Yeah, 24 volt things. Like as I said, I want to be running this swimming pool pump and heater straight off this. So what you need to do to that, you need to be able to transfer the power from the solar panels to 12 volt equipment. So the way they do that is they give you this thing, and this is an inverter. So it's an AC or DC to AC inverter. So it powers it down from 24 volts to 220 volts, and this is quite a big bit of kit. So actually, as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory really. DC 24 volt to AC 220 volt, which is 12 volt. 3000 watt peak, 1500 watts rated. So it's got an awful punch of power. So this hopefully can do the job of powering what I've got going on over there. So it's actually a lovely bit of kit. Obviously there you've got your plus and your minuses, your fans, cooling fans, this, that and the other. So hopefully, and then on this side you've got your power, 3-prong power, and then on or off, whichever, and it will tell you what your actually power voltage is running on there. So that's your power inverter. Really important, especially when you're jacking that box for the second. Close that up. If my head keeps disappearing, I do apologise. Okay, so first little package. All right, this is anyway, can I put you a little bit higher? Does that make it any easier for you guys? I don't know whether that makes it any easier, but hey. So basically you've got the clips here. This is just what's going to surround your solar panels and hold them in place. Really nice and anodized alloy with all the screws. So that's in the one package. Next packet, that feels like exactly, yeah, it's the same thing again. It's your adapters to hold on to the solar panels and some more screws. And I presume because we've got 4 panels and I've got 4 packets of these are actually the same. These are what are going to hold your solar panels onto the roof. Okay, now obviously with this kit you need a lot of wiring, and so you've got to get power, you've got to get wiring from the solar panels to join each other. They clip together. You've also got to get the down feed, which goes into the control panel, and then from the control panel into the inverter. So it's quite a lot of cabling. So look good enough for eco-worthy. They include everything that you need to get this kit going. Now the only thing I didn't get with this kit was the batteries. The reason why I can there you go, look, these are your power cables for your inverter. So there's your plus and your minus, and then these will go to your battery bank. So that's that, and that is real heavy duty. That's going to put up with some voltage going through that. Okay, moving on to the next one. I haven't opened any of these, as you can see. So let me just get a pair of scissors in there. Yeah, as I was saying, I didn't get the batteries. You can actually buy all of this kit with the batteries, but because I want to get a specific battery, I want to get quite big batteries, and I don't need ones with big discharge. I want actually quite slow discharge, because you don't want power. It's not like you're going to be starting up a car and it's going to give you all of that power punch at the beginning. the idea of these solar panels is to have a less punchy battery, so that it kind of just trickle feeds it more so than actually gives you that punch to start it up. Power cables for your solar kits, that's what it joins everything up together. That's in there, put those back. And then the final one, I'm not sure what this is, but we shall see, is so basically these are the leads which join all the solar panels together. So literally they just clip into each other. On the back of the solar panel you have will it be male or female? I'm not sure. Male or female connected to this. So you just plug them in so they all loop in series like that, and then follow that down with those two cables there, plug it into the inverter. So yeah, so that's what you get in the bags and in the boxes. Shall I show you I've shown you the solar panel, so that's what you get in the kit. So I'm going to start building it, and in the next video I'll show you everything that's been built, and hopefully you'll like it and ask me any questions about the installation, this, that and the other. But I've been advised that this is a really easy, quick and simple kit to put together, and that's why I went with this one. So it cost me just short of £1,000 for it, but hopefully in time it will give me that money back. So okay guys, well thanks for watching that. Tune in for part 2 when I'll have all of this fitted and hopefully running. Hi, so my system is all set up now. I've got all of my solar panels fitted on the roof. I'm actually running them in series parallel, so basically I'm maximizing my 4 panels on the roof, so it's giving me probably about 24 volts of power per hour, which is pretty good to stream back into the batteries. So let me show you exactly how I've done this and how I've actually wired and configured mine. So okay. So as you can see here, I've got my chlorine maker. So basically I'm running a salt pool, so that's my filter which takes the salt, converts it to chlorine, and then also the heater in the background. So this is what my solar system is running at present, and it's a 18 by 9 foot pool, and the filter is on for 5 hours a day, and it's still plenty of juice in my solar system to keep it going. Okay, so basically this is my system setup. So I've got my 2 marine batteries, heavy duty batteries. These are slow discharge and they can do about 1,000 cycles. On this system you don't need like the punch starting that you get when you do on a car battery. So I've gone for the marine batteries and they work really well. The one little system is actually a smaller solar system that I've got, which I use to charge my phones, watches, whatever, some of my e-bikes. So that's just a small one that I got, which is a mobile one, which is this one here. So basically what I'm doing, I'm converting a 24 volt system into 220 volt basically, so that I can run 12 volt plugs, this, that and the other. As you can see, I'm plugged into the side of it, and that is what's running my pool and everything out there. There's my pool, you can see it's a decent sized pool. So that's what the whole solar panel is actually running. So that's my inverter. Up here you can see I'm running on 24.3 volts at the moment. Let me just show you, scroll through it. I'm actually pulling in 25 volts total battery. I'm not running any extra lights at the moment, but I will do. But basically I just plug it in with this one down here, which runs everything in the shed. So once I finish with my pool, I plug that in and I run my shed. So there you go, as you see 25 volts coming through. So yeah, and then back to normal. So as you can see, it's still running, holding 24.3 volts with the pump running, which is pretty amazing. So here I've got my online fuse. So as I said, I was running my solar panels in parallel series, so both. So you need to put a fuse in somewhere, and that is the fuse in there, which is on the obviously on the positive side. So that's my breaker if anything happens. So yeah, so that's my solar panel setup. Quite simple, really easy, eco-worthy. The system cost me about 600 £100, or about $800. A couple of batteries, they were 140 quid each. So yeah, it's not cheap to set up, but actually long term this will pay for itself. So that is my setup. Any questions on this setup? As I said, it's a great little setup. Looks quite neat in there. As you can see, my shed behind, which is full of RC stuff, scooters, you know, everything that I do on my channel, so that you guys already watch anyway, so you know I use a lot of electricity with my electric things, charging lipos, this, that and the other. So okay guys, hope you really enjoyed that. It's a bit of a fly on the wall one, but this is how I manage to power all of my toys and my gadgets and my RC shed. So as it stands from that, thank you, subscribe, like, watch, answer me any questions you want to, and I'll try and get back to you. Until next time guys, take care.